Okay, hello everyone. I think we're live. It says we're live, so hello everyone. And before we even start, I apologize for the lighting. My camera is doing stupid. I can't fix it, so we just have to go with it. Welcome, Linda. You look lovely. How are you?
Hi, Connie. I'm doing really well. The year's off to a great start so far.
That's awesome. So today I wanted to talk about the all or nothing trap. And this came to me because I got so much better already, but I'm still suffering sometimes of it. And it's kind of like that perfectionist thing. So you start something, and then if you can't do it 100% perfect, well, let's talk about seriously 150% perfect, then you either fall off the wagon right away, or you, like what I often did. I remember with with a lot of things, I would just destroy everything that I did already and start literally from zero and would try it again, and it would just this all or nothing, and it would just never work. And this just happened to me when we were talking about what are we going to talk about on our life, and I'm like, this, I think. And I notice my clients suffer with this a lot too, with this all or nothing. And it's literally sabotaging ourselves. No, like we expect that we can do it perfect right off the bat. And if we can't, then we sabotage ourselves, we destroy it, we throw everything out, the kid with the bath and water or whatever you call that. And and either start from scratch or you give up altogether. you know I usually start from scratch again, but I can't tell you how many times I started from scratch, so many times, until actually finally and I got so much better because I'm so aware of it now, and I'm kind of pushing through. But so I was wondering, has that ever happened to you, Linda?
No, never, never. You know it has. You know it has. In fact, I'm just something I've been grappling with for quite a number of years. Like many people, I really do want to be more regular with exercise and stuff like that. And I might do it for a while and then I don't, And so I've been looking for ways of how I can incorporate this more regularly and make it easier for me and more enjoyable for me. And so what I've come up with, well, I came up with this before, but I didn't stick to it for that long. I'll tell you why I didn't. And that was like every hour, I set myself a timer to go off. And so rather than doing like saying, okay, I'm going to exercise for 20 minutes or 30 minutes every day, which is what I've done before. And I might do that for a week and then that's not sustainable.
No.
So I set myself a timer, and the goal is every hour I get up and I do just a few exercises. It might be some sit-ups, it might be some squats, it might be, something like that. I might walk around a little bit, do some kind of activity, because otherwise I'm sitting a lot. And the reason I didn't maintain that before was because my expectation was you're going to do this every day, every hour, every day.
Every hour, of course, perfectly. Were you allowed to sleep, or did you have to get up while you were sleeping too?
So I wonder why I didn't keep that up. So now I am doing that again, except some days I don't do it. And that's okay. I don't beat myself up if I don't do it. The days that I do it are the days that I do it. And maybe I do it twice today. Maybe I do it 5 times. Maybe I do it once. It doesn't matter. I'm just being a lot easier with myself on that. And so I know it's only 2 weeks into the year, but what can I say? So far, so good.
I think statistically you're in, so I forgot the exact numbers, but most people forget about their New Year's resolution by mid-January. And then I think more than 60 or 70% fall off by beginning of February. So you're still in the statistics.
Well, and it's, so the other piece to that, I think, for me anyway, is I never make resolutions, because those will always be broken. I don't like resolutions. So what I think about instead is at the beginning of a year, I will think about what is my focus for this year. And it's usually a word or just a phrase. And so what came to me for this year is alignment. And so when I think about that, and I think about being in alignment with well-being, with good health,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Mm-hmm.
make that my focus instead
Yeah.
of my resolution is to exercise every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's I know it's energetically, it's just a better feeling, and it feels more doable. Because even if I don't do any exercise today, I can still be thinking about alignment with good health
Mm-hmm.
and what that means for me.
Yeah.
You know,
And sometimes good health is rest, you know?
right? Exactly. Sometimes it's doing nothing. Put your feet up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, or sometimes it's just not working as hard, you know, which is
Mhm.
kind of the same thing, but just a different wording. But maybe
Mhm.
it's just not working as hard, allowing yourself to take more regular breaks, even if I'm not actually exercising or doing something like that. But maybe it's just I'm having my cup of tea, and but it has a much better feeling for me. Just that
Yeah.
idea of alignment, being in alignment with what it is that I want, um, encompasses so much more, and
Yeah.
it's less restrictive than saying I must exercise or I must lose this weight or I must do this or I must do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think sometimes the reframe from away from the end goal and making the end goal the all like this perfect thing, and only if I do it like perfect like this, only then I'm succeeding. Going away from that and going more towards, okay, I want to feel good, I want to feel accomplished, and sometimes life comes up and I can't do it, but I'm sticking with it. That is the success, to stick with it or something.
Mm.
That might be a good reframe. And yeah, I don't do resolutions either. I have more intentions. It sounds very similar
Mm.
what you're talking about. It's more the intention of how I want to feel, the intention of how I want to approach life and
Yes.
business in
Yeah.
the year, and then kind of, yeah, we could say align, or just kind of constantly check, okay, does it fit in that theme, or does it fit in this in these intentions that I'm setting? And if not, what little tiny thing could I do that it does, like the day, and then move and look at that as a success.
Yeah, and then you can, as part of that reframing, you can ask yourself questions. I love questions like,
Hmm.
how can I more easily take good care of myself,
Hmm.
care of my body? How can I more easily incorporate, if exercise is what you want to incorporate, how
Hmm.
can I more easily do that in a way that works for me and that is
Yeah.
enjoyable for me?
Yeah. Well,
Because me just doing a few exercises, take 5-10 minutes to do a few exercises like that, that conquers my resistance, because there's the
yeah.
resistance of going to lift some weights, or I got to do these
Yeah.
exercises. It's not very exciting. But if I'm just spending 5 minutes doing it, that resistance goes away.
That's exactly why I often say a few minutes a day, it's like,
Yeah.
because that actually really works. The other thing is, like, I could just say, if you get horses, you will have to go take care of them. So you automatically move. So this is my trick on, because I'm not necessarily a lazy person, but what my thing is if I'm doing something, I'm so focused and engulfed in it. I'm like, I probably wouldn't move all day if I didn't have horses. So
Right.
luckily, I have to go out in the morning. I don't necessarily have to go out at noon, but I go out at noon most days, and I go out in the evening, and then I go out again before I go to bed. So I kind of automatically have built-in movement in my day.
Absolutely. Well, and if you have a dog,
Yeah,
just the
exactly.
dog will be very happy, I'm sure, if you incorporate more
But you
walks.
have to make it. You have to. It's like this is almost like it's not. It's a non-negotiable. Like you can basically still tell the dog to just go in the backyard to go pee your food,
Yeah, you can.
but I can't tell the horse to go and get his own hay.
You could train them.
Yeah, and so, but this is what works for me. I mean,
Mm.
it's just a joke. I totally understand. We
Mm.
can't just all have horses, so we move, but find something that is almost like a non-negotiable. That helps sometimes too, you know. It's like
that's or something just really enjoyable. So for me, I like to play tennis, and that does not feel like exercise to me.
exactly.
I'm running around after that little yellow ball and, hitting. But there's also all the things you need to do you can't just go and play tennis and not, especially as you get older, and not expect to get injured. So you have to take care of your body and strengthen, so that.
Stretching and warm up and cool
So
down.
if I want to be good at tennis, I need to do these other things. Right now, I have a foot issue and I can't play tennis. So it's even more important to me then that my plan is in a few months, I want to be back playing tennis. So I won't be able to just sit on the couch for several months and then go out and play tennis again. I would get injured very, very quickly. So I have to take care of my body so that when I'm ready to play again. But that doesn't feel like exercise to me. So it's about finding something. We're on the theme of exercise. It could be but finding a way to make it enjoyable. So you want to do it.
My example, so if we wanted to get away from exercise a little bit, so my example is, so I wanted to have a gratitude ritual or a gratitude habit. It's like just like literally paying attention to the good things. And so I have and this is where then my perfectionistic thing came in. So I'm actually proud to say that since June, I have a gratitude act. Since last June, I do have one, and it's almost every day. So sometimes I miss a day here and there, but very, very rarely. But what happened last week was I spilled a little bit of coffee on it.
Oh, I think I just lost Connie. Looks like I'm still alive. That's unfortunate.